What is good? What is great? It's glorious outside today. Another great day in the state of South Carolina. Even though I'm not there right now, and neither is Ace. God almighty. Boy, the YNs. The YNs. Them boys did it, man. Good God. 44-20. Huge homecoming win at home off of a bye week. South Carolina put on a show, a spectacular performance in front of the home fans. Oh man, Ace, I know you got to watch the whole thing. I missed a good bit of it due to homecoming festivities.
Yeah.
What did you see, my brother?
What I saw was we had control. We had control from start to finish. Um, Marcel, we made this. This is the power of Willie B here. That what you saw, what y'all saw that Saturday on ABC on national television. You feel me? That's the power of Willie B. The power of Sandstorm. Never question it. Marcel Reed had to. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get props. I gotta get praise, bro. A&M, y'all got yourselves one with Marcel Reed. I will say that. Y'all got yourselves one. He still he did the best he could. He can improvise very well. That kid is really gonna be special. But that night we had the better freshman. Our guy, Lenore Sellers. This kid, I done seen him. He like you said, Shanti, we were supposed to have at least like 4 sacks. We ended up with zero. Zero. The worst O line in the SEC. We ended up with 0 sacks that night. But that's just with the power of Lenore's and what he can do. Rocket Sanders. Rocket Sanders looked like his Arkansas self. Joshua Simons, he looking like tight end. I ain't gonna keep it a butt with you. Ain't nobody fucking with Joshua Simons. Tight end position. Ain't nobody fucking with him.
Talk about it. I mean, he's up there with the best in the conference. I think when we are able to get him utilized, and Lenore has time is able. I think Josh Simons he has been one of the better tight ends. I still think probably Mason Taylor from LSU
Probably,
he's
yeah.
probably
With the
he's probably the
you know,
one.
you got we South Carolina's little old USC was not respected. We're never gonna be respected. So they gonna put old boy from LSU on the top as well. So, but let's continue going. I didn't even get to the defense yet, bro. I didn't even get to the, you know, we had, of course, we had a little hiccup with the run and everything like that. But after that, man, everything was strapped, boxed,
Look,
over.
look, man.
Listen,
From what I saw, from what I got to watch, overly impressed with the offensive line, their run blocking. I did not think coming into this game. I was worried about Texas A&M because I knew they were physical. I knew they play hard in those defenses the same way we do. Us being able to go in there and dominate the ground game the way we did. I'm talking about straight up design runs. These weren't a lot of the plays came off of Lenore scrambling, true, but a lot of it also came from Rocky Sanders straight up north and south smash mouth football. The quarterback powers. Oh my goodness, the quarterback power. If that don't remind y'all, and we've said it for a long time, but if that did not remind y'all of the 2015 NFC Championship game, I don't know what else it could look like. I mean, even to the touchdown pass to Simon, the first one. Look at how it's being designed. Look at how it's being dialed up. That has Mike Schuler's hands all over. His fingerprints are everywhere on this offense. And I think the more that he starts to give his input and implement certain things, because he's a QB coach. He's talking to Lenore every day. If you don't believe he ain't been showing Lenore Sellers cam cut-ups, then I don't know if we watching the same football games. Shout out to this defense and especially Debo Williams. There's about several plays. I want to say there's about 3 plays he made on 3rd and short, 4th and short, where he is shooting the gap in the backfield, meeting your running back in his groove. I mean, there was one 3rd and short where he took the running back's legs out. And typically some guys go up in there high and they get end up getting trucked on. He shoots the gap, takes the legs out, makes a huge defensive stand. This defense is the best that we have seen in a decade. It's better than any of the Muschamp defenses, and it's damn near up there with all of the Spurrier defenses. If I gotta keep it a thou out for real, because you talk about we never. When's the last time we've had 2 edge rushers that they can go get them? 2 of them. It's been a while. When have we had a linebacking core that we know can just stuff the run? This This is the best. This linebacking core currently is better than any of the ones of the Spurrier. Maybe not the Brinkley ones. I mean, I mean, maybe not the Jasper Brinkley groups, but of those 2011 to 2013 groups, this linebacking group would have helped us win an SEC title game if they were on those teams. The secondary, who would think that we would go from J.C. Horn to Cam Smith to now O'Donnell Fortune in a span of 5 seasons? Like the we are living in fortunate times, and South Carolina's got a real claim to being DBU if you really want to get into it. Like we may not be the number one as far as DBU ranks, but we up there in the top five. Yeah. People got to come see us and come talk about it.
And we got
I don't know, man. I could go on
and we
forever,
got Kilgore and Swain coming back next year.
brother. Not only that, we got more on the way. We got more.
Sometimes the church don't hear you. The church don't hear you. They don't hear
We
you, church.
we got more on the way.
You know what? This is the greed they talk to you about in the Bible. This is that. I
Boy,
love this type of greed. This is the greed. Yeah. I love it. Look, if we could just buy, hey, listen. Hopefully, Dylan Stewart. I'm not gonna go in deep if he transfer out. I don't think so. I think he really loves it here. For what it looks like, he loves playing here. Hopefully, we can get someone to replace Kyle Kennard over there. You know what I'm saying? We get the trenches going good. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to next year. But let's keep it going with this year, man. Let's keep it going with this year. What should we go first? Clayton White or the passive attack? You know what? Let's talk about the passive attack. Shantis, I think we really need to have a discussion about Nick Harbor. It's very painful. It hurts me. Cause I'm thinking some of the throws that Lenoris was, what I'm saying, throwing to him, Lenoris was placing it for him, for his size and everything, and Neat keeps dropping it. Now I get the deep pass, deep ball, cool. I mean, they wanted to get Texas A&M, get them guessing and everything like that, cool. But like what was it, slant routes and everything like that, him crossing over, I don't think a receiver is it for Neek. And I'm still wondering where the hell is Tyshawn Russell at? Another favorable target for Lenore's. Like we got to get these reps. So I don't know. And this is another thing I noticed with the height. Height is a major concern in our receiving group because we really don't have. And we didn't even have it last year either. We just had XL and Neek, but Neek was very green then. But yeah, bro. How you feel about this receiver room?
I would say quit recruiting guys that I can look at eye to eye. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but damn it, brother, we should not have receivers that I feel like maybe I could get you on a record too, bro. And not that these guys can't play, but it's just the fact that you can't play in the SEC with this group. This group isn't a SEC quality group, and every time we talk about this team, and when we talk about it in the offseason, I'm always keen on whether I believe these guys can cut it in this conference. And right now, Mazio is the only cat I've seen show consistent growth and consistent production throughout the season. Jared Brown, uh, Greg, number 7, Van Jacobs, and Neek, none of which have shown consistent growth. The ability to be able to play here just from the start, like at night, like we haven't seen anything from this group from the beginning till now. I think the only other guy may have been Van Jacobs that we maybe
Yeah,
the only other guy
I was about to
that
say
showed any signs of life.
Van flashed every now and again. I don't know where he was at this game. I don't know if he was part of the game plan or anything like that, or if he's hurt. But Van has showed.
And I mean, the more I mean, I know you tweeted it out, brother. It's not only that Neek cannot play; he's a liability. Like he's really, he's the equivalent to having C.J. Henderson on the field playing corner, like right now. Like that's where it's at. Like the same way you are prone to give up a touchdown at any point in time when C.J. Henderson's on the field, the same way that you're liable to turn the football over if you keep throwing Nick Harper's way. Like he is a extra defender on the field at this point, brother. They are playing with 12 guys. We're playing 12 on 10. because he ain't helping us at all right now. And I hope he can figure it out. But brother, he doesn't move like a receiver. He doesn't play like one. It does. It's not natural for him. I always thought, even coming out, I was disappointed when they said he was making the change to wide receiver. I'm like, brother, put your hand in the dirt and go rush the passer, or like you said, move the tight end, be an inline blocker or something. But playing receiver in the SEC is not for you, at least not right now. And I don't. Tyshawn Russell has to be hurt, and I'm not hoping that's the case because I don't wish any injury on anyone, but there has to be a reason why he's not seeing any touches because this guy was one of the guys that showed a connection with Lenore's last season, and there is no way the guys that we brought in were just that much better than him. I hope Jared Brown can get it going because I do believe in him. I actually because he's been productive at his previous stops. Greg, was it Larvaden?
Lava
He's also yeah, Larvaden. Also been a productive guy elsewhere, but I don't believe that we're asking these guys to do something I think that's out of their capability. We're asking these guys to be ones and twos when really you're a weapon. You're supposed to be a weapon, a complementary piece. You're not supposed to be the guy getting the majority of these reps. Van Jacobs is young. He's a redshirt freshman, so I can't really I won't give him nearly as much flack. And he's also shown the more potential than the other two. So I don't know. That to me is why I don't believe in that's if there's anything that would keep me from believing in our team for the rest of the way, that it would be that. It would be the fact that we don't have a passing game that is caught up with the rest of this team. The running game is there. Lenore's is getting better. The defense has been there. The passing attack and its offensive line have been the main thing that's held us back all year. And I don't know if we figured it out over these next 4 weeks. Yeah, over these next 4 weeks, or if we don't. But that's been the story of the season.
Ain't it crazy though? Earlier we mentioned Mike Schuler, right? What was one of the main problems in the Mike Schuler led offense that we had in Cam and the Panthers? He had the tight end was his top weapon and the running back, but he had no receivers. Maybe, Ted Ginn or whatever, but Ted Ginn was not no. And I'm not saying Mazio's going once Mazio get going, develop and everything like that, he's gonna be 10 times better than Ted Ginn. And honestly, I think Mazio really is our wide receiver one right now. But he just gotta one thing about Mazio, he just gotta get his size, a little bit bigger, and stuff like that. But yeah, I hate that hit that he got in Texas, in the game and stuff. I'm like, damn, there go our one, they, there go another reliable weapon, for Lenore's, But I like how we adjusted. We kept it going. We that this is how we and I tweeted this. This is how we should have been playing, like versus the LSU versus Alabama. We have to keep our foot on their necks. We have to keep it going, bro. We got to be cutthroat. Stop playing with food. Stop playing with food. Get it all. You know what I'm saying? No diddy. You got to you got to eat it up.
No, real spill. And like I said, even last week I spoke about don't embarrass me off of a bye week. I gotta give kudos to the coaching staff for not embarrassing me after a bye week. And even when that game gets knotted up at 20, like after I go back and rewatch it because I missed that half, I missed the first half, but after going back and rewatching, I'm like, we controlled it. Even tied at 20, we had controlled the game. There were like you said, there was a big breakaway run. That was more of a busted play than anything. And other than that, we controlled that game. Mind you, they don't score in the second half. So that tells you what we were really doing. We were really controlled it from the rip. Offensively, we calmed it down. And again, being able to continuously lean on the ground. But talk about I guess where is where I want to go with this conversation next. I mean, Clayton White deserves that
Yeah,
Brent Venables deal.
Clayton White.
Yeah, that Brent Venables deal that kept him there for too damn long. Give him that. You cash him out. Keep him there. He is too valuable to this program and what we've been able to do. And he's been able to help us establish the identity of this program, which through the 4 seasons now that Beamer's been here, that's the only thing I've been clamoring for is what is the identity of this team, and we got it. Smash mouth on the offensive side, ground and pound. Defensively, physical. Get after the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Press up, man to man. Can't like trust your DBs to go out there and win, which we do. Clayton White deserves a lot of credit for what he's been able to do as far as helping recruit guys here. Guys like Boogie Knight, Guys like Kyle Kennard, guys like Debo Williams, who are all guys that started that played elsewhere. And then the guys you've been also able to recruit. I mean, guys you were also able to keep. Some of these guys may have been Muschamp guys, like leftovers from the Muschamp era, but again, guys like Boogie Huntley Alex Huntley that you were able to keep, Tonka Hemingway that you were able to keep, T.J. Sanders. I mean, the list goes on and on. O'Donnell Fortune, Judge Collier, guys from the state of South Carolina that came and stayed, and guys you recruited such as Nick Emery and DQ Smith. Like brother, like he deserves that Brent Venables bag because if this program is going to continue to take the next step, it's gonna be if Clayton White is standing side by side with Shane Beamer, and that's all I will say.
Man, yeah. Um, at the end of the season, Clayton White do not. I'm gonna say, really, after this game, Clayton White do not leave without a contract extension. He needs a contract extension bad. The only one whose job should still be in jeopardy is Dow Loggins, but I I have mixed feelings of I really have mixed feelings about it, but I think Dow's job may be saved for this year only. I feel like maybe. But Clayton White, yeah, bro. Let's keep him around. My only concern is going into next year because man, chances I think we're about to have I think 8 of our starters is about to go to the league. Um, the draft is about to do its toll on us. This defensive side, I think offense. I think Joshua Simon's going to go. Maybe I don't know. I think Josh Simon he definitely need to go in the league. So we about to have like a good bit of starters on the defensive side. Go.
Yeah, and that's going to be the biggest concern. And but again, and that's why I look at the recruiting. I look at some of the guys that we've gotten. God, I can't remember. I literally lost his name. Kid out of South Point, plays safety. Oh
Oh, the
my
one you
God, he
the one
is.
you mentioned me in, same build, just like Nick Ward.
Yeah, and I keep seeing guys like that, and I'm knowing that I'm like, bro, we got to keep Clay White as long as possible. We got to keep him as long as possible. And the defense may take a step back next year, and I'm not going. And you know what? I'm gonna have to just sit there and deal with that because I know more about what he can help develop than what'll be out there on the field next year. So I'm willing to keep him and
What
go
we seeing,
and go through.
yeah, because what we seeing right now is it won't be duplicated next year. It just won't. And South Carolina fans, we just gotta be prepared for that. What we're seeing right now is not gonna be duplicated next year. I think the year after that, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Dylan will be a junior. You know what I'm saying? We will be there. But next year, it's gonna be a lot of patience on the defensive side. And I gotta put that in my mind too. You know.
Yeah, not.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. And then I mean, what else? Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. That win was the win I had been begging for, and that I said we would get at some point this year. I thought it was going to be Ole Miss. I really did. I had full belief that Ole Miss would be the game that we would have gotten that kind of win. But this win at home, under the lights, national television is the. You couldn't have asked for a better setup. This was a layup type of situation for us. The recruits, the kids they're seeing it. They're seeing the program start to shift, and also along with finding that identity of what type of football team that you can be on a week in week out basis has been huge. The way this program is moving now, I think it's a real step forward. I think now the guys that are contributing are being recruits. They're not only just leftovers from the previous regime. The work you've done in the transfer portal starts to show. I think recruits should be looking at it like this. This is a place where if I'm an older guy, I can come in and have success and carve out a role for myself immediately. If I'm a young guy, there's plenty of opportunity here for me to get on the field because they do play their freshmen and those guys do contribute early from day one. If you want to play 3 to 4 years of college football at the SEC level, South Carolina is a great place for you to come. And I think what Beam is doing is a great selling point for what this program is. A place where older guys can come find a role and where younger guys can come get some PT early. Outside of that, that's about all I got to say about South Carolina this week,
and
man.
and and final, and I'm closing with this here. If you want to come here, just know you're gonna work your ass off. This is what they did in the offseason to get this defense fired up. I'm talking about anytime a QB throw a ball, there's a player not too far away from him, ready to get him. You know what I'm saying? What we pushing the line, the D line, we're gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. come here to work to get to where you need to be as a football player, as an athlete. Me as a fan, I'm love it. I love it here. I love when we have fun. When South Carolina have fun, my life feels a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot better. It makes my mental good. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, recruits, come to USC. Get your towels. You know what I'm saying? Haters, get your towels too.
Hey, look.
Wave it
Hey,
just like
look.
that.
And we gonna move on. But hey, for the rest of y'all, I ain't gonna say no names. I really will not. Hey, all I'm gonna tell you is get low, get real low. You know what I'm saying? It's safer there. It's safer down there. Get low.